So Ramon, we know that networking is very important. Previously, we talked about, identifying companies, follow those people, engage with their content. But is there any specific technique or step-by-step tips that you give to your clients and the students that you can share with us?
What I tell my clients is that there's a three-tier approach to networking.
Mhm.
The first, so there's three people you need to network with. Obviously, once you identify a company, but I call them the future you, or peer, future you, and then future boss. A peer is someone just like you, but maybe who has started working at the company 3 to 5 months ahead of you. So
Mhm.
maybe someone who's also doing an internship there, or who just finished an internship. That person can tell you more about how the interview process went, what kind of questions they ask, maybe the recruiter or their boss at the company. And those are very good insights to have.
Yeah.
The next level person would be future you. Future you is someone like you, except 3 to 5 years ahead of you. So
Mhm.
one who's been working there a little bit longer. They have more experience on what really happens on a day to day. They have more experience in what some of the skill sets that they're looking for in the candidates. So that way you know how to prepare, or at least research the topics that they're talking about.
Yeah.
So that's the second level person I would recommend you look. The third level person I would recommend is future boss. Future boss is the hiring manager. A hiring manager, they can tell you answers to all the questions that the other two people gave you,
Yeah.
but also they can make exceptions. So I'm sure you've seen it. A lot of your listeners have probably seen this, where they see a job description and it says 3 to 5 years of experience,
Yeah.
but a person only has 2.5 years of experience, or maybe they don't have the right major. They have a different kind of major that might be related or might not be related, and they don't apply. Or if they do apply, they get rejected because someone in HR said, "Well, we're looking for this major. You are not this major, so we cannot let you through,
Yeah.
or you don't have this many years of experience."
Yeah.
A hiring manager can make exceptions. A hiring manager can talk to you and say, well, I know you have a different major. I know maybe you don't have the right GPA, but in my conversation with you that we had before even applying or before even interviewing, I can tell you're a go-getter. I can tell you're determined. I can tell you know how to do this stuff because of the project you've done, because whatever extracurricular classes you've taken or whatever. And they can make exceptions and say, you know what? Okay, we can invite you to an interview. We're not giving you the job yet, but we can invite you to an interview.
Mhm.
So those are kind of the three levels of people I would recommend. Obviously, you can find them on LinkedIn. You can do your research, Google them, all this stuff. One thing I will recommend people, and maybe people will hate me for this, but this is what I teach my clients and works really
Mhm.
well for them. LinkedIn is for connecting with people.
Yeah.
LinkedIn is not for applying for jobs.
Correct.
A lot of times people get confused with that and they say, well, it's an easy apply button. And I applied to 100 jobs, but I haven't gotten any offers or any interviews or
Mm.
any rejection letters, right? They get ghosted.
Mm.
And I say, yeah, because that's not what LinkedIn's for. LinkedIn is for connecting with people. If you want to apply to a job, apply on the company's website. Don't
Yeah.
do it through LinkedIn. Don't do it through Indeed. Do it through the company's website. So that's one thing I would recommend people keep in
Mhm.
mind. And if they don't like it, they can reach me out on LinkedIn, and we can talk about it there. But I'll stand by my viewpoint on this because I've seen it work
Mhm.
very many times with my clients.
I totally agree with you. I tell the students like uh, when you're reaching to people who are working there or managers, as you mentioned, first go to their profile, see if they are active there, see if they are posting anything there, engage with their posts so that they will get notification that they like a comment or a like. Then you send customized message and don't say that, hey, I'm looking for a job. Can you help me? No, ask curiosity, build relationship as you mentioned earlier. I always tell them like, as if you're going to a bank. You cannot go to a bank first day and ask withdrawal. You need to invest. You need to put some money there, which is your time, your engagement, and then you can withdraw. Do you think that's a good idea in your opinion?
It's a great idea. I take a little bit of different approach in the sense that I don't tell my clients to post that often on LinkedIn. Actually, I tell them not to post. Like we're not trying to turn into the Kim Kardashian of job
Yeah.
applications, right? What we want to do is get a job and get information. And I tell them like What we want to do is connect with the people who are experts at the job that you want.
Yeah.
How do we know they're experts? Because they have the job that you want. And
Mhm.
we want to learn about the industry, kind of the company, what they
Mhm.
do, what do they feel they need to learn to become an attractive candidate.
Mhm.
So yeah, you can engage with their posts, and that's probably opens some doors there.
Yeah.
But again, I tell people we don't want to be some influencer on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Even me, I limit my posting because I focus on the things I need to get done. And
Mhm.
posting as often is not my goal. My goal is to make sure I help as many people as possible. My client's goal is to get a job as soon as possible, the right job.
And what do you recommend to send on a first time as customized message to someone they don't know? Let's say the future you said. What can they send in that customized message to this person that, again, we know that not everyone will respond. That's why it's important to identify maybe two or three people. Whoever responds will, you can follow up with them. But what do you think that they should say in that first message?
So I'll share what I share with my private clients, but I'll share with you. Don't tell anyone, okay?
Yeah.
So what I usually tell them is make it simple and think about it the perspective when you get an email or a message on LinkedIn. What do you start thinking? First thing is this for me? If they
Mhm.
put hello, fellow human, then you probably know it's not for you. It's
Yeah.
a bot and that kind of stuff. So put the person's name and look at the person's name on the LinkedIn profile. Look at their profile and see what's interesting about their profile. And the next thing you would do is, hi, my name is, and I am a student at this school with this major, whatever.
Mhm.
And then the next thing, I came across your profile while doing research on name of company, right?
Mhm.
And then they can see, oh yeah, I work at that company. That is my name. That's interesting that this person from my same school reached out to me because I also went to that school
Yeah.
or the same major or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, I'm reaching out because I'm looking for advice on how to be an attractive candidate for this role, name
Mhm.
of role, right? Uh, and the real ask with the connection request is exactly that, the connection request. So I end it with, in the meantime, let's connect on LinkedIn
Mhm.
because that's really what you want to do. Because when you send a connection request, you only have 200 characters with the free account, 300 with the paid account, and it's limited on what you can ask
Yeah.
or say, right? But once you have that connection request, accepted connection request, you can even do a video call. You don't have you have unlimited character to write. So I always tell them your goal with the connection request is not to get a job, not to get an interview.
Yeah.
No, is to connect
To come.
with them.
Yeah.
So connect first, and then when you have a limited characters, a video option, all that stuff,
Mhm.
then you can go into the next step where you tell them a little bit more what you're looking for, what your skill sets are, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Those are great tips, Ramon. Thank you very much. And again, for the audience, if you have any other tips in terms of networking, please leave them below. And tune in next time for my final question with Ramon.